Alright, it's Saturday the 7th. The conditions are exactly as they were yesterday meteorologically in terms of the air masses and such like that, but you know, they just can't let that go on. There's plenty of it, you know. They've been busy and they're getting busy now, so we should time lapse. Yep, getting busy. Alright, enough from that angle. Serious white slime is coming in from the north. I want to tape that a little. That's good mega slime with gigantic chemtrails. I just replaced the battery. Yeah, see, that's the stuff. These are massive, blooming, persistent chemtrails. But I can't sit up here. This is my neighbor's lawn. This is the best spot, but I don't think they're gonna like that. And in case you're new to the subject, this is not just about these massive super chemtrails. It's also about the massive amount of geoengineered cloud cover, white slime, at the jet cruise altitude, which you can see that's where the chemtrails are, the persistent contrails. They're exactly in the same stuff. The mega goo that was made somewhere else by a different mechanism, my friends. Okay, that's pretty useful. Now you can see how white slime made by serious chemtrails preceded and was laid into mega slime, the same 30,000 foot layer but thicker, that came from the different type of generation that came from further away. Now I'm going to pan over there and show a few minutes of that. So as you can see, where are we? Over here. That's the trailing edge of the same dense white slime material. So let's just do a few mins of that, and you can see all of it in its glory. Alright, it's about 5 o'clock, so I guess we had about four hours of it. Of course there's, you know, plenty to go around, but that gives you a pretty good view of how beautiful days are ruined by our friends. They're going to destroy the planet to save it. Is there more? Oh yeah. Here comes the scum, little darling. Here comes the scum, and I say it ain't right. When pigs fly. Alright, my people, in case you were wondering just how much of this crap there is, gives you a pretty good feel for it. That's all jet cirrus, white slime, all of it, not 100%. And the sunset, more than enough. They've been coming over, but I don't feel like filming actually. Are covered exactly as we were at sunset, which means that all that material, right, that's the stuff, all of it, all that hazy, that's all the same stuff. And more is in here, see, that's coming. But where does it come from? From that. They just made these. So nothing for a couple of days, and then all of a sudden, you know, right up there in the zone, that's a huge one. You know, that would be an anvil cloud with the belly. And at 30,000 feet, that top, but you know, anvil clouds don't naturally form that big. That's gigantic. Alright then, Sunday the 8th, we just saw that stuff coming down, and what was it really? What is it? That's what it is. Okay. So, high altitude white slime and lower altitude blanket from mega slime, probably made further away. Shows us clear, there are no clouds over it. But this goo that I just looked at in telecast, which shows us clear, there are no clouds over us. So I guess these are all some sort of, it's all just an illusion. It's all illusory. And those go all the way. They predicted rain today. I seriously doubt there's going to be this, but in telecast shows no clouds whatsoever and no rain, no radar in it. So we'll go check it in a minute. Sign of the mink. And here we are at the same time exactly. Walk inside. And what do we see? We're completely not overcast. It's clear. Whatever this creepy stuff was, it's gone some time ago. Wait. See? Nothing. There's no clouds over us. That was all an illusion. That was the North-South Dakota one. Noon on the 9th is a familiar sight now. What do we got? You got it. Thin but dense, high altitude, or almost seamless. Well, it is seamless. It's almost featureless. Although there is some rippling in this. So there's very high altitude white slime and a slightly lower blanket, which is what we characteristically see now from mega slime generation, the hull under the vast anvil, or the shiitake mushroom. It spreads out as it travels for thousands of miles. Squirrel learns too fast. Niblick. Niblick, my son. Come to me. Alright, this looks boring, but this is very, very, very important for today and for the whole deal, because what do we see right here? That's a persistent contrail or chemtrail. And what does that show us? This is so great. That all this crud, the lower stuff is going off, see? But all this stuff is all at jet cruise altitude. That's where that trail is, 30,000 feet roughly. The lower altitude stuff from mega slime, the hull, the blanket that spreads out, that's headed off, leaving what? The far greater mass, which is white slime, jet cirrus. You know, of course it's not jet cirrus anymore. That's what they used to call it when it came, all came from chemtrails or persistent contrails, whichever you want to call them. Now the persistent contrails just embellish these huge and vast masses that we see formed continuously, nearly continuously, as mega slime. It's everywhere. 360, that's DC in that direction. That slightly dark material is the mega slime's underbelly sheet. It's all over there too. But above all, thanks to the Air Force, there's your persistent contrail. It shows you, yeah, there's another one right there. So they're getting busy on it today, adding, growing, managing, and there it is. And there's the haze, that effect where the sheet covers the sun and it bravely tries to burn it off. It's sort of doing some, not much though. Slime me to the moon and let me spray between the stars. Okay, I want to film these ripples. They might be electromagnetic. Notice they're constantly keeping the exact same spacing, and it's been that way for quite some time. Oh, I know. That does not perforce mean that those were, you know, electromagnetically generated, because after all, this rock we see right here is actually from New York. It's about 500–600 million years old. And the Siluvian Sea. And the mud, leaving the trace of the ripples as the sea receded, eventually turned into rock. But, on the other hand, we know they're doing a heck of a lot of something, so... Nature does not make that kind of stuff all the time, like day in, day out, day in, day out. Giant super blooming circular blooms in the atmosphere. Atmosphere should be too chaotic for that kind of stuff. So now the other thing that's worthy of note again, see, that stuff is even barely formed and it's already torrentially raining. And here, this thing, which had been made, now it had strong rain, but that's starting to die out and turn into what? Mizzle, drizzle, light rain, and that's it. We're in a heavy-duty drought right now. All the people, I went to the hardware store because my sprinkler wasn't working, so they're all sold out except for the $50 ones. That's a sure sign. When people are very slow and dull-witted about watering and getting that together, man, it's been terrible. In 6 weeks we had 20 minutes of light rain 6 weeks ago, and then before that, 6 weeks before that, we had about an hour of light rain. See, this is the middle of summer. Those are kind of interesting because, too, as they start out, they have more rain in them. You know, they get that immediate rain thing. But then it just Kind of dies out more rapidly than usual. Alright, it's the 10th. And yeah, we have plenty of chemtrails up there. And yes, a vast canopy of white slime. Virtually all rain is given out. Alright, well, that was about an hour. I was hoping to pick up some more chemtrails, but it does again show you the incredible persistence of white slime at 30,000 feet, so, you know, that's a major part of what it's all about. It's a little bit of a respiratory thing, but we're working on them. Man, there you go. He really can't get cuter than that. That's a sweet little guy. Alright, about 7 o'clock as we approach sunset. What do we have? Well, this is like one of my favorites. Everyone walking around going, oh, it's clear out. Yes, it's clear. No, it's not. We're completely overcast. With what? With that. Can you see it? That's white slime. Faster time lapse because it's like frozen. It's really slow moving. Well, right then, as the sun sets, it's perfect. It lives up to the Air Force's motto, which is, not just above all, of course, it's, when you do things right, no one will be sure you've done anything at all. It sounds like the materialize. Come on. That's not right. Alright, yeah, peak in the center, and then they flatten out into goo. And, yeah, let's look at these. Circular, perfect circles. Today is 9/11, Cheney's glorious day in September. And what do we have? Well, cumulus clouds and above. Yes, yes, my people. White slime. Tons of it. And I don't know if it's going to pick up. Oh, there it is. Perhaps we can spot it, even though I'm on autofocus. See, it's a security plane. It's going to defend it. It's protecting us from another, you know, one of Cheney's stunts. And just a light film of white slime, but it's starting to, denser stuff's coming in. That's, you know, obviously totally the stuff. And much more of it. Oh, perfect. Love it. All right. Thursday, September 12th. It's really gross out. It's super humid, super hot. We have lots of cumulus, and then of course through it you can see how the upper atmosphere is slimy white. Slimy white with lower altitude clouds. Unbelievable. It was actually rained kind of heavy. It rained heavy for 4 minutes, and then it was gone. That's it. So in 7 weeks, we had 4 minutes of rain. So there, see those storm clouds out there? Right, with the kind of, the gooey, hazy, what's above it? You got it, mega slime. That's what it is. Yeah. Completely different form, isn't it, than that? Way above it. It's cutting it all off. Right? But it's not. There's a whole nother cloud layer above this at 30,000 feet. White slime. Mega slime. White mega slime? right? That's the reason, right? So they made it right there. There wasn't anything, but you know, they want to, and every 6-7 weeks we get some rain because it's manufactured. And that's what's happened. What's in this? Isn't that amazing? And what was it? Yes, you saw it. White slime. Mega slime at 30,000 feet with an underbelly. And that's the stuff. What did it do? Let's watch it for a minute. And the moment it formed, it rained torrentially, as usual. And what did it do? It went away instantly. It'll turn into goo, as all the others do. Yeah. Alright, it's Friday the 13th. And it's actually been, you know, pretty clear of jet cirrus. No jets at all. Much less persistent contrails. But over here we can see cirrus cloud, very large, and what's above it, that's jet cirrus, that's white slime. So, nice tendril of it. Alright, it's Saturday the 14th, and this is the rarest of the rare. A nice day, it's breezy, it's cool, it's actually clear, look at that. It's clear, there's no shreds of white slime, no freaky clouds, no jets. I've been outside much of the day. No persistent contrails, and in the sun it only has a slight layer of their high altitude tracing paper, you know, a thin film of their stuff is there, very thin, so it's, you know, virtually, this is the way weather should be, you know, usually is around here, or used to be. So just after sunrise I saw, yeah, about 20 chemtrails preceding this. And now, yeah, see, they've expanded. Yesterday was so remarkable for its clarity, and at sunrise it stayed that way all night, and into sunrise you could see the stars and all, but just after sunrise I saw, yeah, about 20 chemtrails preceding this. And now, yeah, see, they've expanded. And another one's coming right now, actually. So, we're back on the program. See, it's so regular. They give us the weekends. You know, actually Friday was good, and Saturday, so now back we go to Okay, I just want to take a break as I almost ran out of tape to show just how amazing this stuff is. All that stuff's the same altitude. That's a big one. There's one being put in right there. But it's like a team, a whole bunch. It's like there's 1, 2, 3, 4 right there. So that guy's coming out. 54, 5. So this one's number 5. This gives you a pretty good idea of just how many chemtrails. So that's a big one all over the sky today. So I'm almost out of tape. Okay, with only a few seconds left, I want to show you just how much of this stuff there is on IntelliCast. Okay, there we are, completely covered all day. How much of it is there? That's how we look offshore. How much is there? All of that.